Zaku Baruch, good morning, Morai Rabotai. Bezashem Mincha is going to be 4:30. Please be on time. The learning today is Refuah Shelema, Luba Batzara, sponsored by Anonymous, and also Leilui Nishmat Shlomo Ben Amalia, sponsored by Eric Ovadia Gambaruch. Further sponsorships, please contact Rabbi Babayev. As the Yirkut Yosef writes in the Halacha, a person who has diabetes and the doctor says that he has to check every so hours, or for example, he has to go before every meal, have a shot, an insulin shot before he eats a meal. So he is permitted to do that even on Shabbat. The reason being, because a person with diabetes, in many of the cases, the doctor will tell him it's dangerous, it's a life threat. And therefore, in a case of sakanat nefashot, there is no such thing as going ahead and being mahmir and saying it's Shabbat, I'm not going to do anything that's asur, because it doesn't matter if my life is threatened. So life-threatening situations obviously are going to permit that. Even the blood check, sometimes they have people with diabetes, they have to check. They take a needle and a drop of blood, and then they put it into a machine. So really, there is essentially two issues with that. First of all, the drying of the blood. He needs the blood. And second of all, it goes onto the machine, and the machine reads it. So those are chashashot. Maybe the machine, you could say, is derabanan, but certainly the drying of the blood is a question of a deoraita. And is that allowed to be done on Shabbat? And sometimes they have to do it several times on Shabbat. Is that permitted? Halacha is, of course, it's going to be permitted, because that itself is also included in sakanat nefashot. Everything a person should do, he should definitely consult with a doctor to know, is this life-threatening, is this not life-threatening, what could be done, as much as possible to mitigate the chilulei Shabbat, to not do it. If, let's say, for example, the doctor says, listen, you could really do the checks or the insulin shots on Friday afternoon and then on Motzei Shabbat. And he says that's really possible for you, so then do it that way. Or, for example, when it comes to turning on the machine, if he could do it through a goy, or he could do it through a timer, or sometimes he could do it through his knuckles, it's better to do it that way than to do it directly. So anything a person can mitigate, he is responsible to mitigate, and to lessen the isur. But things that are necessary and he has to get done, they are permitted in those cases which are considered to be life-threatening situations. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.